It's round two for the BB10 QWERTY with the Q5, a pocket-friendly device for happy tappers to get excited about and an affordable alternative to the premium Q10. Now the Q5 has slashed around £200 off the Q10's price tag, so it goes without saying some compromises have had to be made. For starters, the Q5's plasticky build feels cheap next to its high-end sibling, and you can't remove the battery. There's no bold-style trackpad here either, due to the emphasis on BB10's touchscreen gestures, but it's nice and light at 120 grams and a tidy size that sits comfortably in the palm of your hand. The Q10's capable 8-megapixel snapper has been swapped out with an OK 5-megapixel rear camera, which, despite rocking fewer tweakable settings and modes than the best of the best, shoots very smooth and detailed 1080p video at 30 frames per second, and it takes decent snaps in low light. And of course, there's quick access to Blackberry's time shift functionality for fixing faces post-shot. Now the Q5 also has half the built-in storage of the Q10 with just 8GB on board. Luckily, a microSD slot for up to 64GB of extra storage is on hand. It also retains that sharp 3.1-inch 720p screen, but unlike the Q10, there's no inky blacks from Super AMOLED tech, but at least it's bright with good contrast and viewing angles. Of course, its screen size isn't a patch on handsets like the HTC One and Galaxy S4. You can't turn the screen to landscape, and it's fair to say it's not ideal if watching videos and playing games is a priority. Now, it's hardly surprising the Q5's keyboard is excellent and actually very reminiscent of a curved handset. It's slightly bad news that the keys are smaller, gappier and less comfortable to type on than the Q10, which can slow messaging down. But with a bit of practice, you'll be typing out missives at speed in no time. And when it comes to what's running underneath that hood, the Q5's 1.2 GHz dual-core processor gets itself worked up over gaming and multitasking, with some responsiveness lag creeping in, and it can get more than a little hot when under pressure. So day to day, it's more than respectable in use, but it's certainly no powerhouse, which is a shame given its £360 price tag. Its killer battery will impress though, lasting at least 2 days with average use. Then there's BB10, with gestures and tricks that have been designed to help you zip around as quickly as possible. With up to 10 active frames or open app tiles, its universal inbox for texts, emails and social media notifications, on-screen word predictions and shortcuts like pressing I to zoom in and O to zoom out. BBM chat is also baked in, with awesome new video and screen sharing tools as well. Then there's Blackberry World, which still hasn't caught up with all the essentials, keeping it firmly behind the competition, including Windows. But it became clear a very long time ago that apps are not really the main draw when it comes to Blackberry handsets. So the Q5 is a QWERTY handset that doesn't quite hit all the highs of the Q10, which would be more acceptable if it was a little bit more wallet friendly. But if you're desperate for BB10 and a physical keyboard and can't quite stretch to the price of the Q10, the Q5 is a clever compromise and pretty much the only alternative. But we can't help but feel we're still waiting for that ultimate budget Blackberry handset.